seems like every year around this time, when colorful eggs fill the Walmarts and Easter bunnies roam supreme, we see a lot of information come about the pagan origins of Easter. Take, for example, this lovely meme, first circulated through the Facebook page of one Richard Dawkins. That's right, Richard Dawkins, the atheist. So why am I seeing things like this on my Facebook page from Christians? Well, we're going to tackle that today. This is the top 5 myths about the origins of Easter. Number 5, the word Easter comes from the name of a pagan goddess. Which pagan goddess? Well, it depends on which meme you decide to believe. Is it Esther? Is it Ishtar? Wait a minute, isn't that a movie with Dustin Hoffman? Either way, this seems to be one of the most pervasive myths about the origins of Easter, that the word Easter actually comes from the name of a pagan goddess. One such photo to prove this point is here. And it is said that it is a Germanic god by the name of Ostera. However, the problem with this picture is that it is actually a picture of a Mayan goddess, and it was not dated until the 1600s AD. Wrong continent, wrong hemisphere, wrong epoch, and certainly too late to be an influence on the Christian celebration of Easter. Myth number 1 in the trash. Number 4, colored eggs come from blood sacrifices. Now this one's a little weird, and it's one that kindergarten kids with a sick mind like to tell to their other friends. The myth goes that the origin of Easter egg coloring comes from a pagan ritual where eggs were dipped in animal blood, mainly the blood of rabbits. We'll come back to the rabbits later. However, this has no historical basis. There's no evidence of any pagan tribes doing this in the ancient centuries, and moreover, the symbol of the Easter egg is more related to the celebration of the Passover meal, which Christ celebrated the night before his crucifixion, with a roasted whole egg was placed as one of the 6 food items on the Passover plate. This dish was also celebrated at Jewish funerals in the time of Christ's ministry on earth. The egg was also used as a symbol of mourning the loss of the temple after 70 AD, where the Passover lamb was sacrificed. It is usually eaten dipped in salt water, which symbolizes the bitter tears of the people during their mourning in the time of death. However, since Jesus defeated death by his resurrection, Christians took to painting the egg and leaving that as a symbol for a life to come where things are restored through the resurrection of the dead. Number 3, the Easter Bunny is fertility worship. Now, I told you we were coming back to the rabbits here in a second. The Easter Bunny, I will admit, is problematic in some sense, but not in the sense that you think that it's mixed up with a pagan worship of fertility. However, the hare is a common symbol in most, if not all, religions in the world, particularly in Christianity. The hare could mean resurrection, it could mean life, but it also, in recent years, some historians have speculated that it might even mean the growth and population of the Christian church, i.e. evangelism. Some have also speculated that the hare used as a Christian symbol may have been first connected with Jesus' ascension, where he says, "Go therefore, make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit," the Great Commission. However, some pastors may have started using the symbol of the hare in their Easter services as a way for Christians to be encouraged to go out and spread the good news of the resurrection of Jesus. Number 2, Jesus' resurrection is borrowed from a sun god legend / pagan myths. Oh, here we go again with the non-historical historical facts. Okay, this in a nutshell is actually a bigger belief that Jesus is actually an amalgamation of many different pagan gods smushed together by those evil, dastardly men who wrote the New Testament. However, once again, there is no historical basis for this, making the pagan origins of Jesus very much highly unlikely. However, this belief circulated in population on the internet due to a film called Zeitgeist. However, there's also a YouTube film that refutes Zeitgeist in a very thorough way. Links are in the description. And finally, the number 1 myth about the origins of Easter. The early church did not celebrate Easter. In fact, this is not just a myth, this is a full-blown lie. The early church did celebrate Easter. In fact, they held their baptisms on Easter Sunday. This gave adult converts time to learn the faith throughout the year that they were converted up until Easter when they were baptized. It also gave a common baptism date for all the infants who had been born in the congregation that year. In the earliest of centuries, all baptisms were done on one Sunday each year, and that is the Sunday associated with the resurrection of Jesus, i.e. Easter Sunday. And that's my list. Did I leave any out? Is there a Easter origin myth that you're concerned about? Leave it in the comments. Let's have a discussion. Also, if you're interested in the points that I made, there is an article linked in the description below that discusses this topic in more depth than I could possibly fit into one YouTube video. So if you're planning on taking your family to Easter service and you run into that annoying Facebook post, or maybe even that ranty friend or family member who says you are going and doing a pagan thing, just remind them to watch this video. Thanks for watching, everybody. My name's Brandon for Warzone Media Arts. I will see you next time.